was good. Sweet. You, man, come on.
Volleyball is great, but ask the men's soccer coach. They're having a great season. They're on the way to be 14-3.
We're not as good as volleyball. They're wicked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's straight right now. You know what I'm saying? They just lost the first match, but after a couple matches, they don't get in the groove.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Quincy, pump.
Tell me if a ball starts coming my way. From Cumberland College, I'm here with the Mr. John Campbell, coach of the Lady Patriot volleyball team. And Coach, what are your thoughts about your team so far this year?
Well, we're off to a pretty good start. Tonight was a bit of a disappointment, but we're playing the 10th ranked team in the nation, so that kind of goes with the territory, I guess. We didn't execute well tonight, but the other games so far in the season, we're off to a pretty strong start. We're second in the conference right now. So,
what do you think about your expectations for the year? What are the team goals?
Our team goals, I think we're trying to get to the regionals again this year. My first year here, we made it to the regionals. That's a goal that we have this year. We're ranked 3rd in the region right now, so it's a realistic goal right now. I think we can do it. So,
what are the high points and the strengths of this team?
Strengths, definitely our offense. Usually, you couldn't tell by tonight's game, but usually our offense is one of our strengths. We've got pretty good hitters all the way around. We've got a new defense too, and our block is usually one of our strengths as well.
Well, people, that's us live from the intramural gym. This has been Channel 19 News. Mr. Campbell, good luck on the rest of your season. Thank you.
Thank you.
Opera Workshop's presentation of I Could Have Danced All Night premieres Monday night, April 12th, right here in the Music Building at 7:30 p.m. It offers a free, fun, and casual way to refine your tastes. So fight the urge to write off opera as overweight Viking women belting out high seas and grasp the opportunity to become more cultured. All you need to bring are your ears, an open mind, and a friend. I'm Ashley Draper reporting for Channel 19.
Cumberland College is one of Kentucky's least expensive private colleges, with over 40 majors, minors, and pre-professional programs to choose from. Cumberland College is a place to develop your interests and is small enough to get you the personal attention and experience needed to prepare you for a career. Unlike large universities, Cumberland College has expanded their living quarters, making enough room for every student to reside on campus. Cumberland College also offers numerous athletic programs to provide an outlet for your energies and scholarships for your education. Aside from sports teams, there are many student-led activities and organizations you can join to enhance your college experience. Weekly chapel services strengthen student bonds and Christian values in keeping with Cumberland College's historic dedication to service. Contact the admissions office at 539-4241 to find out how you can become a part of the Cumberland College family. Cumberland College. Follow your dreams. Create your future.
I'm Bethany Keith reporting for Channel 19, and I'm here in the Boswell Park for the campus picnic and carnival, and I'm talking with students about the upcoming pressures of the end of the school year.
My name is Stevie DeGeorge.
And how are you dealing with the end of the year pressures?
I'm doing all right. Eating lots of snow cones
That's good.
Yeah, it helps me through.
All right, thanks.
Problem.
How are you dealing with the end of the year pressures?
Well, I'm about to leave and transfer. So I've been doing my work, trying to get my GPA up so I can go to the next level.
That's good. Thank you. I'm here with Deidre. Deidre, how are you doing with end of the year pressures?
Well, I'm coping right now. I'm actually having a lot of hard things happening, like tests and essays and things like that, but they're all starting to come at once. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
How are you dealing with end of year pressures?
You know what, right now I'm just not doing well. It kind of sucks to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to walk in May, so too much pressure, let me tell you.
I feel the same way.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Some students here at Cumberland got out their stress by joining in on the easy activity of sliding, while other students got out their frustrations through fighting each other. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Brandon Watkins.
How are you dealing with end of year pressures?
Well, I'll tell you, I help to alleviate stress by working at the cafeteria because it's a good job to have. Allows me to get free meals and everything. I like it.
Sounds fun.
Yes, it is.
Thanks.
No problem.
Shay, how are you dealing with end of the year pressures?
Well, it's a little scary. I'm not quite certain what I'm going to do after, when the summer comes around, but exciting because then classes will be over.
Yeah, very exciting.
I'm just I'm a procrastinator, so that's what I'm doing. I'm procrastinating.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, what's your name?
Adam Honnold.
And how are you dealing with end of year pressures?
Well, I'm doing a lot of self-medicating.
Self-medicating, really?
Yes.
Is that safe?
Not really. No, but I guess running.
Running?
I'm a track runner, so that kind of helps out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I'm Bethany Keith reporting for Channel 19 News.
I started here in June of 1983, and so I have been here for a little over 20 and a half years. Usually I'm trying to help students get through in 4 years if at all possible and make sure they stay on track so that they are taking what they need to general education requirements, major requirements, minor requirements as well, and also having, if they have a chance, to take some fun courses too that they might not normally take maybe someplace else. Whereas I'm involved at First Baptist Church here in town. Also do some work at the city school. My kids are all involved in academic team there. And so I have read questions for academic team matches and have done things like that. I've gone with them on trips and things like that. And so has Dr. Young and Dr. Dickman as well have been involved in that. So that's always kind of fun to do as well. And then just kind of things, again, just here and there. I don't really have an office in those things, or not really a member, but I just kind of go to different places and have fun. I teach Old Testament survey, New Testament survey, also Biblical Hebrew, first year and second year, and this year I'm working with Matt Rasher on a third year course in Biblical Hebrew, and Old Testament advanced courses too, History of Israel, Pentateuch, Prophets, Wisdom and Psalms as well, and have taught a course here in Christian Spirituality about 2 or 3 years ago, and Dr. Simla and I teach courses in Religion and Mass Media, and so it's hopefully about time for that to come back up again too. So it was a great time teaching that.
What was your favorite color?
Oh, gee whiz. I think my favorite cartoon would go back to the dark ages of cartooning. It would probably be the Bullwinkle and Rocky show. I just love that. Favorite color? Oh, if my mother was answering, she would say blue, which is why I've got my blue shirt and blue tie on, because those are that's her favorite color. I think, though, myself, I kind of lean more toward maybe a forest green now.
Lab's Spring Fever Carnival consisted of fun-filled activities such as gladiator fighting, super sliding, human foosball, and a large interest was drawn to the unique spray paint art offered to the students for free. What really drew a crowd was the various coaches around campus who volunteered a little time and humility to raise money for the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. As you can see, a good time was had by all in hopes to raise money for cancer research.
Hosted by the JMC Music Store in the Cumberland Regional Mall is the weekly event the bluegrass lovers of the region love to attend every Monday. People of all ages come together to play the instrument of their choice and either show off their already learned skills or learn how to master their chosen instrument. I spoke with the owner of the JMC Music Store, Christy Sima, to learn more about the event.
We've been hosting the bluegrass meeting since about November, and the way we got it started is the people that's running the Colonel Strings, Penny Hill, Carson Payne, Joe Bailey, they was coming in. They buy a lot of things from us. They look at our instruments and stuff, and they was coming in the store and playing. And a lot of the students and the kids from the school were coming in and just sitting on the floor and playing. So we decided to do something on Monday night. It was the only night they have free because they practice all the time. So we started doing it every Monday night from 6 to 8, and I think it's great for the community because it gives kids a place to go and something to do.
I also spoke with J.L. Burke, an 83-year-old fiddle player from Williamsburg, Kentucky.
I learned to play the fiddle when I was about 6 years old. I played my first tune when I was about 6. And during this time, I've dealt with all kinds of music, really. That is, in the western swing, the bluegrass, and some old country. And I like playing the fiddle, really, because the fiddle helps you to have a lot of enthusiasm about life, because it's really a challenge to play the fiddle if you play it right. And I've enjoyed it all these years, and from the time I was 6 years old until today, that's a whole lot of years.
Penny Hill is another person who loves to attend the bluegrass meetings at the Cumberland Mall. She shared for us her love for the banjo and for bluegrass music.
Hey, these bluegrass meetings that we have in front of JMC Music are really great because the kids get to come out here and they get an opportunity to pick with us. And it's just a good experience for them. And they get to hear live music, which they don't very often. I love bluegrass music. I've been in it for 4 years. I'm just addicted really bad, I guess you could say. Of course, I play the banjo, and without the banjo, I don't really think it's bluegrass music because of the sound of it. But I really love it.
If you'd like to see J.L. Burke and Penny Hill play along with the bluegrass people, if you'd like to come and play along with them, or if you would just like to hear some good old-fashioned bluegrass music, sessions are held every Monday at the Cumberland Regional Mall, outside the JMC Music Store at 6 p.m. I'm Danielle Smith, reporting for Channel 19 News.
Olympics are held towards the end of the summer in Athens, Greece. This would mark the first time that women's wrestling's ever been part of the Olympic Games, so we're all very excited. So far, we have 4 girls qualified to go to Olympic trials. Olympic trials will be held in Indianapolis a little later on in May. So far, we have Sequoia Shelley from Texas, Takara Montgomery from Cleveland. We have Iris Muka from Alaska, and we have Elena Burby from Michigan that have all qualified. And, you're automatically qualified if you're a past world team member to Olympic trials. Like I said, there'll be 4 weight classes for the women, and only the champions at the 4 weight classes will represent our country in the Olympics. Any girl that's 17 years or older who's interested in competing at nationals or at one of the qualifiers and can qualify for Olympic trials is eligible to compete. Open women only wrestle freestyle. Open men can wrestle freestyle and Greco-Roman, but right now the women only wrestle in freestyle. Freestyle wrestling is a more active, fast-paced style of wrestling. In college and high school, people wrestle folk style. In folk style, there are basically 3 positions: down, top, and neutral. In freestyle wrestling, there's also 3 positions: down, top, and neutral. But the difference is, in folk style wrestling, you have to escape from your opponent to be able to get back on your feet and attack. In freestyle wrestling, you get 15 to 30 seconds to turn your opponent from the bottom, and if you can't do that, you go back up to your feet and wrestle on your feet. It's much faster moving because they put more of an emphasis on takedowns and action on your feet. In folk style, you're not allowed to do a lot of throws. In freestyle, you're allowed to do just about anything. So it's a lot more fun to do, a lot more fun to watch. Freestyle will be the style that we'll be using in the Olympics. The weight classes in the Olympics will be 48 kilos, which is 105 pounds approximately. 55 kilos, which is approximately 121 pounds. 63 kilos, which is approximately 138, and 72 kilos, which is approximately 158 pounds. Every country that's qualified through various different qualification tournaments throughout the country, or throughout the world actually, are qualified to enter into the Olympics.
The semester is quickly coming to an end for Cumberland students, and preparations for summer have already. Some students will be serving with Mountain Outreach or Appalachian Ministries, while others attend summer courses. Many students will return to their hometown in order to work. However, 16 students have decided to spend a month of their summer break serving in Southeast Asia. There, they will be teaching other students conversational English with hopes of building relationships and learning about the Southeast culture. Cumberland students have been preparing for this trip since January, and for the most, this will be the first time that they have been out of the country. So preparations have included passports, shots of medications, raising financial support, and reading material about the Southeast Asia culture. This team of students has worked hard to ensure that they are prepared the best way possible. To gain a little more insight of how the students have prepared and what they expect to gain, I have talked with Rochelle Goff and Emily Poyce.
We're going to be working with college and high school students, and we'll be teaching English as a second language. And let's see, we don't really know any other details about what we'll be doing, so it should be fun and exciting. I know that we're going to be able to travel the countryside on the weekends and see some of the country in Southeast Asia, so see nature at its finest. So we should see, I don't know what that's going to have to be like, but I'm excited. And the thing that I'm most excited about, I would have to say, is meeting the people over there, just because they are so culturally different from us, and that they just have a different perspective on so many different things than the way that Western people look at life.
Rochelle Goff is the Campus Ministries intern. For most of the summer, she will be serving with the local Appalachian Ministries program. Therefore, she will be joining the team about 2 weeks before they will return back to Kentucky. Dean Whitaker, the campus minister, is planning to spend the first 2 weeks with the group as the leader. Rochelle is then planned to take over the leadership role. Emily Poyce is a senior at Cumberland and has always had a desire to teach English as a second language. When Whitaker mentioned this opportunity back in January, she immediately was interested and started making the necessary arrangements in order to serve in Asia. She is looking forward to this opportunity and shared her personal testimony and how she is sure this is how she is supposed to spend her summer.
Last year, about this time, I was presented with an opportunity through 2 different Christian organizations that taught English as a second language overseas as missionaries. I was presented with these agencies and was really interested in the prospect of being able to teach English to people and to use that skill or talent or just the knowledge of English to be a missionary and to serve God and to share His love with other people. And God really laid that desire on my heart during that time, and I corresponded with 2 different agencies and went home over the summer and really talked to my parents about it and prayed about it, but it just didn't really work out and really come together. So I was kind of disappointed about that, but I've come to realize now that God had different plans for me. And about January, Dean came to the BSU and told us about this opportunity to go to Southeast Asia and to teach English. And right then, like, I was really interested in the program, and again, I just started talking to my parents about it and praying about it, and I just really felt called to go on this trip. And so I put in my deposit and decided to go to Southeast Asia with the students from Cumberland and to teach English there. And since then, God has reaffirmed my decision in so many different ways. It's been such a great example for me to see how God can provide for me, and also just a lesson in trust and really in God's perfect timing too.
It is obvious that Rochelle and Emily are excited about this Southeast Asia trip. Even though students are trying to concentrate on the end of the semester, they cannot help but to realize that they will soon be traveling across the country. They anticipate a departure date around mid-July and will return in August. Most students do not know what to expect, but are completely open to this new and wonderful experience. I'm Christy Newby reporting for Channel 19.
With the many changes that are occurring at Cumberland this year, one change is with Dr. Jim Ross. Dr. Ross has recently been appointed the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. Dr. Ross, how did you hear about the Academic Affairs position?
Well, of course, it's Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. Earlier this year, when we were meeting with the president about some other issues, I had mentioned to the president that this was a position that I would like to have. And so a few weeks later, Dr. Good, the academic vice president, approached me and asked me if I would be interested in the position, and I said yes, I would. And so we talked a little bit for the next couple of months, and then about the beginning of the academic year, Dr. Good asked me if I would take the position, and I told him I would. I look forward to doing that.
So what is it about the position that appealed to you?
Well, I was department chair in biology for 6 years, and I enjoyed the role that I had there, and I've always wanted to be a little more involved in kind of the higher administrative structure. I've been teaching for 17 years, and I do enjoy what I do in the classroom a lot, but I think that it's a time in my career that I have some contributions to make that I think go beyond the classroom, that what I can do in the classroom. And so this is what I've actually been thinking about for the last couple of years.
So what do you hope this new role will accomplish for you?
Well, first of all, I'm looking forward. There's some ideas that I have in terms of where I would like to see some of our academic, there's some academic issues that I think are important that I'd like to be involved in. And mainly getting experience at the administrative level and kind of seeing how I like it and how it goes. And I'd say it's something I look forward to. It's something that I want to do. I think I have some things to contribute, and I hope to get to do so.
How's this going to affect your teaching status?
Well, my teaching will be reduced, that's for sure, but I do want to continue teaching. I do want to stay in the classroom for a couple of reasons. Number one, and the most important reason, is it keeps me in contact with students and kind of aware of what's going on in the student body. And number two, this will give me a little variety in my day. I'll be dealing with some students from in the classroom, and I'll be doing some things in the academic affairs office. Of course, I'll be dealing with some students there as well, but this will be different, and it'll kind of give me a change of pace as well as being something I just like to keep doing.
So do you feel that this new position, it won't separate you from the biology department and the students?
Not as much as you may think. It does. We have I was looking at our fall schedule, and we have a lot of classes that are closed, so we've got a really tight schedule, so there's not a lot of room for changes and so forth, but it will keep me involved in the department. I still plan on being a part of the department. It certainly will be a less involvement than in the past. I think my main goal for the next couple of years is going to be dealing with the issues in the academic affairs office.
Even though Dr. Ross is relocating to the academic affairs office, he feels that this will not separate him from his former students and faculty in the biology department. I'm Missy Meisenheimer reporting for Channel 19 News. With graduation weeks away, I'm here at Spring Fever interviewing some of the seniors on what their plans are after graduation. Monica, what are your plans after graduation?
Well, after graduation in May, when I walk, I plan on going home to Florida and then coming back for one last semester and leaving in December and moving up north. Really not sure what I'm going to be doing for work, but going up north.
I'm looking for a job in Lexington, Kentucky.
Hopefully I'll get a job back home doing some advertising. I haven't sent out my resumes yet, so I'm a little scared about it, but we'll see what happens. Oh, and then I'm going to get married.
Oh, well, I hope to go to grad school, but I'm not so sure yet.
Have you applied to many grad schools?
I applied to 3. I got accepted to one denied me, and it's still waiting for the other one.
You know, Missy, I really have no idea right now, but if anybody's out there looking for a hard worker, a sexy person.
I plan on continuing working at the CAF.
Well, I plan on going to work for Carrington Healthcare and going on to graduate school.
What are you going to graduate school for?
For psychological counseling.
I'm here with Paige Kolock. Paige, what are your plans after graduation?
Well, I really plan on getting a job.
Do you have any idea where this job could be?
Hopefully in the United States, but I'll go for the world.
Big ambitious plans for you, Paige.
Yes, of course.
All right, well, I'm Missy Meisenheimer reporting for Channel 19 Patriot News. With graduation days away, many seniors have lots of memories at Cumberland College. I'm here today to interview some seniors about their most memorable experiences at Cumberland College. I'm here today with Curtis. Curtis, what's your most memorable experience at Cumberland College?
My most memorable experience at Cumberland College will be 9 days away, May 8th, graduation. That'll be my most memorable experience.
Stump. I'm from Ohio, Dayton. Woo. My most memorable time ever at Cumberland College was my sophomore year, when all us girls that I used to live with went on a big fun girl trip to Corbin, Kentucky. I mean, it is wild in Corbin. And on our way back, we got so wild that we decided, let's see if we can have a freeze out in the car. So everybody rolls the windows down, freeze out, and they say, "Hey, Stump," being the bright one I am, of course I fall for it. You want to be double dared to do something? And I was like, okay. So they asked me to stick my head out the window from Corbin in 10 below weather and sing, "Who let the dogs out? Who, 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 who." So I did it. And I stuck my head out the whole way, and here's me the whole way. "Who let the dogs out? Who, 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 who let the dogs out? Who, 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 who." And when we got to Cumberland, we got off the exit, and I was like, "Yes, we're back. No, they drove around campus so I could sing to the whole campus, and they all loved it. And the next day I was hoarse and couldn't talk and had a sore throat. Thanks, girls. I love you. Peace out to my mama.
Sean James, and I had to say my most memorable moment would be playing volleyball up at the sand courts and getting my new Jeep over there. It's right there.
My most memorable experience would be living with my two best friends, Missy Meisenheimer, who is the host of this talk, and Michelle Stump, who let the dogs out. Let the dogs out. That's
Memorable moment on Cumberland College, even though it's not happened yet, will probably be graduation when I get to leave this place, because it's been great, but it's going to be even greater to get out of here.
And I'm here. My most memorable experience at Cumberland College would probably be moving off campus and living with my roommates. That's a pretty enjoyable experience, and I've really enjoyed living with the girls. I'm really going to miss them when I'm gone. But that's all for today. And reporting for Patriot Talk, I'm Missy Meisenheimer.
Hi, this is Carrie Ashley reporting for Channel 19 Patriot News. I am standing in front of our local broadcasting station where the Whitley County Relay for Life is holding a telethon to help raise money for cancer research.
The radiothon is going on. Actually, we started Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. It goes 8 to 5 on Wednesday, and it'll go 8 to 5 on Thursday tomorrow. And then with my experience in some of these radiothons and so forth, there will be some spillover. We want to help a good cause like the American Cancer Society. Just about everyone you see has been touched by cancer in some way or another, whether it's themselves or somebody in their family.
Anyone can call and make a donation. A lot of people think that radiothons, you just call and donate large amounts of money. I mean, anyone, especially college students, don't have a lot of money. I mean, you can even call and donate $1. Any little bit helps. I think the Relay for Life is important because there's so many people out there with cancer out there, and I mean, anything helps. I mean, every day they're trying to work for a cure for cancer, and just the fact that so many people are out there just trying to help out. I mean, they know people in their family, they have friends that have had cancer, and I mean, anything you can do to make a difference helps.
I think it's important to donate for Relay for Life because cancer is the number 2 lifestyle-related disease that kills in America, and many people end up getting cancer. And people should come to the Relay to support family and friends that have gone through diseases like cancer, and it'll be a good way to spend time with your family and friends and to remember the ones that have been lost. And it's just good, wholesome fun.
I actually work with the Relay for Life committees in 5 counties. That's Laurel, Whitley, Knox, McQuarrie, and Rockcastle County, and the Corbin Tri-County area. When someone calls in their donation and makes their donation to the Whitley County Relay for Life, that money goes in to our fund for the relays, into the American Cancer Society. Then it's split up again, and bulk goes to research. And right now in the state of Kentucky, we have over $3.5 million in research grants from the American Cancer Society. Also, we'll have a closing ceremony in the morning and celebrate everybody's fight and walking and all night long, because that 12 hours, that is a long time to be out and up and about, but cancer never sleeps, so we figure one night out of the year we won't either.
If you weren't able to make a donation during the Whitley County Broadcasting Telethon, you can come out to the Whitley County Relay for Life at the Cumberland Regional Mall Friday, April 30th at 7 o'clock and be a part of the event that night, or call Scotty Licklider at 549-0220. This is Carrie Ashley reporting for Channel 19 Patriot News.
Farming in Whitley County has long involved the production of cattle or tobacco. Grazing cattle can be seen quite frequently in the fields of southeastern Kentucky. Mr. Barry Arnott, however, has taken a different approach.
We decided that the best option for us was meat goat farming.
As demand for goat meat continues to expand around the world, many farmers, ranchers, and even people with no experience with livestock are getting into the goat business. The idea of raising goats is attractive because it can be done on a small scale or even a very large enterprise. But best of all, you can make money raising goats if you do it wisely.
We're very new to the goat business, in fact new to livestock. So it was important to us to do our research right, that we understood as much as we could about the goat business and about raising goats before we got in the business. So we've spent about 2 years doing some research, talking to other goat farmers, university professors, etc., to learn as much as we could. But there's no substitute for the actual experience.
While the experience is essential, the right goat farming conditions must also exist.
Right, that's the Kentucky is a good place to raise goats because we have good forage. And unlike cattle or some other livestock, goats do just fine on what most people would call a weed patch.
Understanding goat farming is a business. Some aspects to consider are shelter, fencing, forage, supplements, livestock guardians, and kidding. Understanding the vocabulary is also essential.
Whether is a fixed male. That's like cows, they're called steers if they're castrated.
While goat farming is technical and time-consuming, the Arnotts have big plans to expand.
At the moment, we have just 9 goats, but we have 6 more coming this month. And it's our objective to have about 100 does for the mothers. And that should yield us in the neighborhood of 200 kids or baby goats per year.
Barry Arnott may be best known around campus for helping the Patriot baseball team. But it's his work on the farm that contributes to the new agricultural boom called goat farming. Stephen Moses, Channel 19 News.
The banquet was held in a grill located in the Boswell Campus Center. RAs from every dorm and campus showed up to celebrate their finalized year of hard work. I spoke with a few present RAs to see what their hopes and plans are for the summer and next year.
Well, my plans this summer are actually to go home and hopefully find a job. And after I get a job, just making the money and just get ready for school. And that's about it for this summer. And I do plan to come back as an RA next year. My hopes for next year's RA is just that I can be surrounded with a good staff and just serve the students well. And I just expect to be doing office hours and going on rounds and making sure everything's okay.
My plans for this summer are working at First Financial Bancorp Service Corporation, where I work in a department where I'm the only guy, so that should be a fun experience once again. It's my 3rd year being there, so it'll be good stuff. And then I plan to be an RA next fall, and hopefully I'll be able to work with the freshmen again because it was good stuff working with them this year. And I always learn a lot from them, like what to do when they do stuff, and so it'll be good stuff, so hopefully I'll get to work there.
My plans for the summer, I'm going to go home. I'm hopefully going to get a job someplace and try to make some money. My mom wants me to stick around the house just a little bit this summer because I was gone last summer. See if I can get myself a car so I can haul my own butt back to and fro from school. And I am going to be an RA next year. Hopefully I'll be an RA in Roburn. So it'll be nice and quiet and I can focus on my studies. My hopes for next year as an RA, basically just focus on my studies. Hopefully in Roburn, because it is a smaller place and it's not a lot of people. I was in a bigger place this year. I was in Asher and it was just a little too busy for my taste. Hopefully in Roburn I can just take more hours and just focus where I need to be, and that's specifically on my religion major. So that's basically what I've got planned for the summer and the fall.
Though many new students will be entering the RA staff at Cumberland College, many graduating senior RAs will be heading off to either continue their education at graduate school or start life in the world of business. I spoke with senior Rachel Tharp to see what her plans are for next year.
My plans for the summer are to do my internship at Jellicoe Hospital for public health and to be a summer RA. And after August, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm just leaving it up to God and waiting on Him. And I feel that Cumberland has prepared me for the future pretty well. It just helped me to discover who I am and grow closer to God. And I'll miss the people the most in Cumberland College.
I also spoke with the Dean of Student Services, Linda Carter, to see what the criteria are for the students who would like to become RAs in the future and to see what she expects for next year's RAs.
We're getting ready to start training our new RAs for the fall, and people who want to be RAs need to have at least be sophomore standing, need to be in good social standing, and basically just need to be good role models and want to be willing to help other people. I'm really excited about the group that we've hired. They have a lot of energy. They seem to be real interested in working in the residence hall, and I think we're going to have a real good year.
The SGA and Campus Activity Board at Cumberland College recently sponsored the Paintball Club's second annual Paintball War. 65 students and members of the community gathered together to play the growing and popular sport for a full day. I spoke with Eric Turner, a student at Cumberland College and an officer in the Paintball Club, to get more on the game.
The purpose of the Paintball Club is pretty much just to provide students with a good time. It's all just good, clean fun. We try to give everybody something to do on the weekends. We provide all the guns, all the ammo, equipment, everything that's needed to play paintball. We provide that just so everybody can come out and have a good time. It started about 10 o'clock in the morning, and most of the players were students from Cumberland College. There were probably about 65 all in all after everybody got there. We played until about 6 o'clock that evening. This is the Paintball Club's second year as a club, and we have small games throughout the year. At the beginning of the year, we usually have a few small games, and then around the end of the year, we kind of lay off and save up for the big game. And this is our one big event at the end of the year. We try to get everybody out there for one day, just have one whole day of nothing but paintball. Pretty much all day, the two teams are fighting each other and playing paintball. But just random times throughout the day, the people who are over the game give them missions to try to accomplish. And each mission has a certain point scale. The whole game is pretty much run on a point scale basis. Whenever somebody gets killed, that's worth like 1 point. Whenever you complete a mission, that's worth maybe 50 points. If you capture a flag, because we play capture the flag all day, that's worth about 50 points. So the whole thing is on a point scale.
The Paintball Club is planning more events for next year. The events are open to students as well as people in the community. If you are interested in joining some of the events of the Paintball Club, contact Josh or Eric Turner at Cumberland College. I'm Chris Browning from Channel 19 News. Sergeant Seiler and the ROTC cadets of Cumberland College recently went to the National Guard training facility in Artemis, Kentucky to take part in a field training exercise. I spoke with Sergeant Seiler to learn more about the event.
We did an FTX, that stands for Field Training Exercise, this past Saturday at the Kentucky National Guard training site in Artemis. It took about 12 cadets. Good time was had by all. We got to participate in various training activities to include engagement skills trainer, which is a very large combat simulator where you can run everything from basic rifle marksmanship to advanced combat scenarios. We then went rappelling and ran the obstacle course. And then at the end of the day, everybody got a chance to drive a 113 armored personnel carrier.
Oh, there it is. Come on up, come on up. You got it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Use the side of it.
Our team, this is a real blessing for us to be able to have a place that is so close that we're allowed to go train. I'm convinced that it's boots on the ground, hands-on training is far superior than any amount of book or classroom lectures or anything along those lines. Besides keeping cadets' interest up, I feel like you learn it more solidly if you can get your hands on it.
The ROTC cadets will be taking a break for the summer, but there are plans to expand the program next year. This will provide cadets with more opportunity to train and compete. If you're interested in joining the ROTC, speak with Sergeant Seiler at Cumberland College. I'm Chris Browning for Channel 19 News. The Patriot Adventure Club, also known as PAC, of Cumberland College, recently took a skydiving trip to Frankfort, Kentucky. I spoke with Colonel Colgrove, Vice President of Student Services and head of the Patriot Adventure Club, to get more on the trip.
We decided to make skydiving part of the Patriot Adventure Club, actually as I guess an opportunity, or provide an opportunity for some of our ROTC cadets. The only type of skydiving that we really promote through the Patriot Adventure Club is static line skydiving. We found it just a good thing to make it part of the Patriot Adventure Club and allow the ROTC cadets to participate. This last time we had 12 total individuals jumping. Everybody got down just fine except me, and I got down fine. I just happened to be injured on the impact. It was a pretty good jump. In fact, I have to say, of the total of 4 jumps that I've had, this was probably the best one. It just didn't have as good a result on the landing. The weather was beautiful that day. But I'd say next fall we'll be headed back up, and I'll take a few students. I'll help them get the experience. So anyone who's watching that wants to put that on their agenda of things to do, get with me when school begins back in the fall.
The Cumberland College Patriot Adventure Club also plans many skiing, horseback riding, and whitewater rafting trips during the year. These trips are open to all Cumberland College students. For more information, contact Dr. Colgrove in Student Services. I'm Chris Browning, reporting for Channel 19 News.
Students from Cumberland College are searching for adventure. This summer, more than 15 students will be adventuring out to London, England, where they will be taking classes at Empirical College. The students are accompanied by biology professor Dr. Hancock. Dr. Hancock has taught at the Empirical College in London for 4 summers. The students are getting ready for a culture change as well as the opportunity of a lifetime. I spoke with Cumberland College student Jessica Bentley, who will be making a trip in May. She spoke about a few of the things she will be doing while she is in Europe.
We're going to be living in the Kensington area of London, which is more like the upscale place, and they don't want us to dress very casually and don't wear tennis shoes and stuff, but I don't think that's going to be possible for most of us. The first weekend we get there, we're going to be going to a place called Portobello Road, which is like a mile-long place. flea market, pretty much. But everybody recommends that we go there. And then that Sunday, we're going to a place called Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, which the British just go stand on top of boxes and talk about whatever they want, and then everybody argues back with them. So we're just going to go watch that. We don't want to start talking to them because, you know, they'll probably tear us apart, but so we're just going to supervise that. The next weekend, I think all of us that are going on a weekend trip to Dublin.
Holly West, a student who has been to London the last 2 summers, spoke at the meeting about the neighborhood they would be living in, as well as the clothing they should pack.
And you want to, and we live in a really nice part of London. South Kensington, Kensington High Street. It's right near the palaces, and it's in a very nice part of London, and people there dress up more. T-shirts and jeans with, T-shirts with huge sayings on them and jeans with holes in them. You're going to stand out really, really bad.
Janie Carter, as well as Dr. Hancock, recently held a meeting to prep the students on the cultural change. In the meeting, Carter made it clear that the students should live their trip to the fullest.
And you go to a good show, or you go to the best, fanciest restaurant, you get all dolled up or decked out, whichever you want to do, and you go and have the finest meal that London has to offer.
The students will be traveling in 3 stations to London. The first one will be leaving in May, and the second and third will be leaving in June. The adventure for Cumberland College students begins in only a few short weeks. This is Deidre Burke for Channel 19 News.
The Cumberland College Art Gallery exhibited the artwork of high school students from the Kentucky and Tennessee regions. The exhibition is held every year and shows off the talents of young artists who create paintings, drawings, and work with sculpture. On the opening day of the exhibit, a reception was held to celebrate the artists and their hard work. During the reception, I had a chance to speak with one of the Williamsburg High School art teachers.
Hi, I'm Janice Travaney. I'm an art teacher at Williamsburg High School. I also teach an 8th grade art class. I'm happy to send my students' work this year to the annual Cumberland College Regional High School Art Exhibit. Didn't get to send as much work this year as we have in the past. With all of the work that we have to do now in art history and art criticism and appreciation for testing purposes, we really don't do as much production and studio work as I would like to do, but we're always proud to send our work, and we're always happy to participate, and really thankful to everyone here at Cumberland that puts this annual exhibit on every year. I do help select the students' work to be exhibited, and we have a variety of works and a variety of mediums. We've got some pencil, some in watercolor, acrylic, clay sculpture. So we would have liked to have gotten more into that this year, but we really didn't do as much as we would have liked to. But
Many students and faculty attended the opening day to celebrate the artists' hard work and talk about the pieces. Some of the artists were there to describe their paintings and how they use colors for inspiration.
My name is Ashley Prather, and the title of my picture is just a self-portrait, and I'm from Jellicoe High School. During class, I'm in Art 4 class, and we got to do a self-portrait and then like a distorted self-portrait, and pretty much he just said to bring in a senior picture, so that's what we did. The software that he used on the computer to print out our pictures pretty much just picked out a picture based on the color of your skin and the color of your eyes, and that's the color that it printed out. My name's Tamara Heatwall. I'm a senior at Jellicoe High School. I also come up here for 10 hours. I did a self-portrait in acrylic, and I'm 18.
When I talked with Tamara Heatwell, I asked her why she chose this particular picture for her self-portrait.
It was the biggest one I had. It was like a 16 by 20, and you had to scan it and do a cutout, and it scanned better than the rest of them because it was bigger.
I also asked Tamara why she used shades of purple as her colors.
Well, actually, I didn't. I changed it from the picture because I didn't like the ones that were on it, so I just mixed them until I liked them.
The annual high school student art exhibition opened on April 21st and will continue until May 4th. The students and teachers want to thank Cumberland College for hosting the exhibit and plan on coming back next year.
We will plan to participate in this annual event every year. Every year we can, we'll be here. And we do appreciate Cumberland College for presenting us with this opportunity.
The Social Work Department, in agreement with the Mayor of Williamsburg, has declared the month of April Child Abuse Prevention Month. Recently, students from Miss Westerfield's Social Work Practice 2 class held a special service for the event.
Therefore, I, Paul Estes, Mayor of the City of Williamsburg, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2004 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Williamsburg.
The Social Work Department had invited guest speaker Tammy Burns from the KBHC to speak about cases of severe abuse and trauma that she has had to deal with in her career as a social worker.
Good evening. Like she said, my name is Tammy Burns, and I currently work for Kentucky Baptist Homes for Children. I have a degree in social work from the University of Kentucky. What I do is I'm a foster care specialist, and we recruit and train foster families, and then once a child is removed from their home due to abuse or neglect, the state contracts with us, and then we find a home that would both fit the family as well as the child. We look at all the needs to see what family matches up with that child. I want to tell you, first of all, a few statistics. 6,500 children are physically abused. 14,000 suffer from neglect and deprivation of necessities. 1,700 are sexually abused. 2,400 are emotionally or psychologically abused. 18 children died from maltreatment. And one of my first reports that I got that I had to go out on an investigation with a coworker was of 2 children, ages 2 and 4. And we went into the home, and in this home, the stepfather, mom's boyfriend's stepfather, was a survivor of the Vietnam War. When we walked into the home, we came to where the children's bedroom was. He had a lot of flashbacks from the Vietnam War and was especially mentally unstable. But we came to the children's room, and when we got there was a board that was placed in front of the children's room. The board would go to about here on the children, right about waist, and there was nails in the board, but the nails were sticking straight up. So if the children tried to climb over the board to get out, they would be cut.
Oh, well, thank you. I love the fact that you're growing out your hair. I think it looks sexy.
Okay. Oh.
And on that note,
all right, Brenda.
Sports is not really my thing.
Talk. But you did very well. You informed us very well.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more news.
All right. At the end, I said
of this show, I've got so comfortable with my ad libs. I've got so comfortable with my ad libs that I just want to keep going and going and going on the news, and it's not really the format.
That's
so,
true.
But I just wanted to share that, and I'm sorry to everybody over at 19 News, which actually shares this
Can
video.
I just say your hair looks really cute too?
Oh, well, thank you.
I love the fact that you're growing out your hair. I think it looks sexy.
Okay. Oh. And on that note,
all right, Brenda.
My face is going to be so red. We are out of time. Corey, go ahead and strike a note up for us. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, the Georgetown game is tomorrow.
That's right,
I'm not
dance
sure what
team.
time.
Come see the dance
in the
team.
Rollins Center. So,
5:30 the women's team starts, 7:30 the men's team starts. Be there.
Also, don't forget also that tomorrow is Thursday's discussion at 5 o'clock. So tune in live here at Channel 19 to watch that also.
All right, go ahead, Corey.
I guess I'll just sing a chorus to something. I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better. I want to spend the rest of my life.
Topwater baits. There he is. There he is, boys.
Crappie.
Little crappie.
Quite what we was looking for, but them big. See, me and Patrick out here today fishing the whole farm pond we know of. This pond's always been real good to us as far as catching quantity of fish. And today we're out here. It's the 24th of April. You can see we got a clear sky. I'd say it's close to 80 degrees. Midday, little breeze and stuff. Fishing ain't as up to par as it normally is, but we'll see what we can do with it.
It's going pretty good. Old JD down there, he's getting a little better than everybody else is. We'll catch up before the day's over. Been all right. It's you know the right place to go and the right place to use when you get there. Be all right.
Howdy, folks. We're out here today, out on Canada Town. We're throwing a buzz bait out here along the banks right off this milfoil. And if you'll notice, a buzz bait generates a lot of friction in the water. More of an aggravator, and like you see right there, causing more of a progressive strike. Personally, it's one of my favorite baits to use because of the excitement. The right time of year, you can't hardly beat it. But here in Whitley County, as far as fishing, you're either on a farm pond or a lake, it's been one of Whitley County's favorite pastimes. I know it is mine. Here in the past few years, fishing has kind of slowed down a little bit, but it had a lot to do with our winter. You'll notice we had a mild winter this past fall. And if you don't have a cold winter through the winter months, it won't kill off the bait fish. So therefore, when season comes around, fishing season rolls around, the fish have got so many bait fish out there to feed off of, it's hard to catch them on anything else. Now, if you have a real strong cold winter and it wipes out a lot of the bait fish, then I can guarantee you're in for a good year of fishing.
Many fish in these ponds are widely ranged in size, color, and strength.
Farm ponds in Whitley County can be very exciting this time of year. There are many opportunities for Cumberland College students to enjoy recreations like fishing. Before fishing, always show respect to landowners, and remember another thing, make sure you have the proper licensing. For Channel 19 News, this is Patrick Robinson.
Hi, I'm Bethany Keith reporting for Channel 19 Patriot News, where I'm standing outside the Bennett building about to talk to Rayford Watts about his retirement this fall.
I think it'll really hit me in August when school starts, and for the first time I won't be going back. My attitude is when I leave, I make pretty much a clean cut. I'll sneak in after dark and check my mail and things like that, but I'll not be a hanger-on. I'll move along.
I know your wife is, in Bad Eye Wanda. Are you planning on joining her on the road, or do you have other plans?
Well, I may help a little bit with that. I've written some pieces for them that they performed, and that may be a small part of what I do after I retire. Part of the mix, maybe. We'll see.
I know you've also written other things too. Do you plan on taking up a career in writing?
Not a career, but I'll have a little more time to do some writing, and I would like to do that. I've had 3 poems accepted for publication this spring, which is really sort of my first adventure into that area. I may play around with that a little more, just for the fun of it. My family has always had a little cottage industry going for really since 1973 in the form of a pottery shop. And I suspect I'll be doing quite a bit of that because I've always kept my hands in that through the years as sort of a hobby and a second part-time job.
This is Bethany Keith reporting for Patriot 19 News.
By now you've heard the buzz around campus about WCCR 94.5 FM, Cumberland College's own radio station. But many students around campus are asking some very probing questions. What kind of music are they going to hear? What sort of programming are they going to have? And more importantly, how can I become involved? Several weeks ago, many eager students attended an informational meeting concerning student involvement in WCCR. At this meeting, the Chief Manager of WCCR Operations, Dr. Keith Simmel, passed out papers asking each student's interest level and even answered questions. But if you weren't able to make it to the meeting, don't worry. It's not too late to become involved.
If you decide that you want to participate, the first rule, the first regulation that I'm going to ask everyone to subscribe to is regularity. In other words, if you say you're going to be doing a program, a 2-hour shift, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then we expect you to be there to do that shift because other people obviously are relying on you, the community, the listeners. There's no formal prerequisite for the practicum in radio. Like I say, we're hopeful that students will come to the station because they are interested. And participation with the station doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be on air. There are lots of other jobs and responsibilities as far as programming and record keeping and just the basic day-to-day operation of the radio and promotion, all those kinds of things. Even if you don't have a burning desire to get behind a microphone, if you have an interest in writing for radio or covering sports or whatever it might be, any of the sort of behind-the-scenes activities are also available. The other 2 faculty advisors for WCCR are John Williams, who's also our general manager at Channel 19, and the third is Dr. Michael Dickman. You can contact any one of us. We'll be glad to sit and tell you a little bit about what our hopes are, what our plans are, and hopefully provide you with the opportunity that you need to get involved.
Now that you found out a little more about how to get involved, let's answer the question that's really on everybody's mind. What exactly are they going to hear when they tune into WCCR? Well, these questions were also answered by Dr. Simmel, and I also asked a few students like you exactly what they'd like to hear on WCCR.
I'd say alternative Christian would be good.
The hip-hop, R&B, Christian, of course, since we go to a Christian college, comedy shows, that would be a good thing too, and just different stuff that keeps us informed about what's going on campus.
I would like to hear an eclectic type of music, anything from jazz to country to pop to Christian, anything.
It's my hope that we will have a variety of different musical interests that will be reflected by the students who want to participate with the station. So if someone is interested in doing a jazz program, that's great. If somebody wants to follow that up with an all-Beatle program, then that would be great too. My hope is that we will be flooded with talented students who are interested in committing to the time, and that that we're on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Nothing would make me happier.
Everybody here at Cumberland is very excited with the new developments that have taken place with WCCR. And now, thanks to Dr. Keith Simmel, you now know how you too can get involved with the Communication and Theater Arts Department latest endeavor. I'm Ashley Draper with Channel 19 News.
Cumberland College will become a member of the American Mock Trial Association soon. They will compete against other colleges and universities. Unlike Cumberland's other competing organizations, no specific college enrollment qualifications exist. Cumberland could compete against schools such as Clemson University, the University of Kentucky, and smaller schools like Center and Georgetown.
The basic idea is to give people who are interested in mock trial competition, law school, improving their acting, public presentation skills, a venue to exercise those skills, to sharpen those skills. I have been told, and I know from some personal experience, that one of the best things that anyone can do is thinking about a career in any sort of public fora is to sharpen their public speaking skills.
Members of the mock trial team participate as prosecuting attorneys, defense lawyers, witnesses, and trial researchers. Although researchers do not participate directly in the trials, they are a vital part of the team's success.
The mock trial team is two teams, and each school, like Cumberland College, will have at least two teams of 4 or 5 per team. And they'll be given a topic, and you have to be able to both to defend and attack that topic within the school, that is within the 2 sets of teams. Sometimes you'll be on offense, sometimes you'll be on defense, and that's great practice because as a lawyer, you sometimes get cases that you personally don't necessarily agree with. You may be asked to take a side of an issue that you, again, personally don't enjoy, but that's what a lawyer has to do. A lawyer has to be an advocate. But it's not just about a lawyer. One point I can't stress enough is that this team is going to be open to any major, any club, any group that wants this kind of practice.
Van Dorn encourages Cumberland students interested in pursuing a law career to become involved in the college's first mock trial team. At Cumberland College, the idea of discovery inspires students to set goals for life. For the students who are interested in the field of law, the newly established mock trial team may serve as that source of discovery. Stephen Moses, Channel 19, Williamsburg.
Briar Creek Park has many interesting and relaxing activities. Things such as having lunch under the shelters, playing on the playground, or singing on the stage. Briar Creek Park is also home to many sporting events. These events include Williamsburg High School softball and also Cumberland College softball. The park also hosts many baseball activities, including all of Williamsburg High School and middle school baseball games. Briar Creek Park is located on 2nd Street in Williamsburg and next to James Taylor II Stadium.
Briar Creek Park has many things to offer to Cumberland College students and the community. The City of Williamsburg and Briar Creek Park want to encourage everyone to come out, enjoy the park, and help us keep the park safe and clean. From Briar Creek Park, Patrick Robinson, Channel 19 News.
Cow Creek Baptist Church graciously opened their doors this weekend for the 2004-2005 Baptist Student Union Leadership. Hi, I'm Christy Newby reporting in Irving, Kentucky for Channel 19 News. It is here that new council members, old council members, Rochelle Goff and Dean Whitaker met for fellowship, team building, service projects, and calendar planning for the upcoming school year. They arrived in Irving Friday night, allowing time to get to know one another better, and spent Saturday doing a variety of service projects. About 7 students cleaned cabins at a camp, while others prepared for Cow Creek's Vacation Bible School this coming summer. 2 other groups split up to help paint the Estill County Youth Community Center and passed out flyers at the local Mountain Mushroom Festival. After projects were finished, the rest of the day was spent preparing and sharing their hopes on how campus ministries can serve Cumberland students, the Falconian staff, and the Whitley County community. Each leader had to go through an application and interviewing process. They accepted a leadership position based on their desire, dedication, and passion to use this avenue to serve Christ and fellow students. Here is the 2004-2005 Baptist Student Union Leadership Team.
Hi, I'm Megan Hess, and I'll be serving as the Family Group Director for InReach and also the BSU President.
My name is Courtney Hodges, and I will be leading the Outreach Family Group for BSU.
Amber Franklin, and I'm the Outreach Task Leader.
I'm Catherine Mack, and I'll be leading the Media Family Group next year.
Hi, my name is Nathan Smith. This coming year I'll be the Media Task Leader for Videography, and hopefully it'll bleed over into Internet and graphic design. It'll just be an outreach program using progressive culture as an avenue of outreach.
Hello, my name is Jordan Burden, and my leadership position is the PowerPoint and Sound Team Leader.
My name is Heather Hall, and I'm the Women on Mission Team Leader.
Hi, I'm Chris Sexton, and I'll be the Music Family Group Leader.
Hi, I'm Chris Neal, and I'll be serving as the leader of the Outreach Praise Band.
My name is Matthew Elstock, and I am the BSU Praise Band and Reach Leader.
Hi, I'm Katie Hauk, and I'm the Outreach Music Ministry Team Leader.
My name is Adam Kilcherman, and I'm going to be the Performance Family Group Leader.
My name is Laura Keegan, and I will be the Director of Sidewalk Chalk Drama Team.
I'm Daniel Madden, and I'm the Creative Ministries Team Leader.
I'm Sarah Justice, and I'm the Logistical Coordinator and Task Leader for Creative Ministries.
Hi, my name is Teresa Ray, and I'm the Encouragement Task Leader for Creative Ministries.
My name is April Keith, and I am the Service Group Family Leader.
My name is Jessica Perko, and I'm going to lead the Spiritual Growth Family Group for Women. Hi, I'm Brandy Grimes, and I'm going to be the Team Leader of the Prayer Ministry.
Hey, I'm Colleen McDaniel, and I'm the Prayer Team Outreach Task Leader for next year.
My name is Caleb Brooks, and I'm going to be the Men's Sports Ministry Leader for the Fall 2004 and Spring 2005 semesters.
26 students are serving this year under the leadership of Dean Whitaker, the campus minister. Some council members or leaders were not able to come to the weekend retreat. Those students include the InReach Task Leader, Alyssa Bond, Media Task Leader, Brett Birkland, Service Team Leader for Youth for Christ, Jeremy.
Disciples for Christ in their lives. And the top 2 values that were identified by them were learning how to love other people and each other and themselves and love God more with an unconditional agape love. You can't get any better than that, because Jesus himself said that the greatest commandment was to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. So it was very reassuring that 22 out of the 26 people who applied said that love was one of the values that they